No, at 5, scammers are targeting people in a clever way that involves technology many of us use every day. We're talking about the QR codes you can scan with your phones.
A single tap, a fake sticker, an AI cloned voice. That is all it takes. Your checking account is drained before you even leave the parking lot. In 2026, digital bank heists use weaponized algorithms, invisible hardware, and psychological traps to bypass every security wall your bank built. The plastic in your pocket is a vulnerable pipeline to your life savings. That is why I am exposing 20 debit card scams tearing through the country right now, schemes costing victims everything. Let's get into it. Number 20, the Lebanese loop tape trap. You walk up to a standard automated teller machine, you push your debit card into the slot, the machine pulls it in, you type your code, the screen freezes, the machine whirs, but your card does not come out. You press the cancel button. Nothing happens. Your card is swallowed. You think the machine malfunctioned. You sigh, grab your receipt, and walk inside the bank to complain. You just made the biggest financial mistake of the year. The machine did not malfunction. A criminal installed a Lebanese loop. It is a microscopic strip of clear packing tape or flexible plastic inserted deep inside the card slot. It catches your card before it reaches the internal mechanical rollers. The machine thinks it ejected the card. You think the machine ate it. The reality is your card is dangling inside the plastic sleeve, completely accessible from the outside. The criminal is standing directly behind you in line. When you turn around and walk away, they step up to the machine. They use a tiny pair of tweezers to pull the tape out. They walk away with your physical card. Because they watched you type your personal identification number from behind, they have everything they need. They drive to the next bank and empty your daily withdrawal limit. You must never walk away from an automated machine that traps your card. You must stand your ground and cancel the card on your mobile application instantly. The physical trap is simple, but the text message nightmare at number 19 uses your own phone against you. Number 19. The automated fraud alert. Smishing. You are sitting on your couch. Your phone vibrates. It is a text message from the fraud department of your bank. The sender ID displays your exact bank name. The message asks if you attempted a transaction of $500 at a random electronics store. It says, reply yes to authorize or no to decline. You panic. You reply no. Your phone rings 10 seconds later. The caller ID matches the official number printed on the back of your debit card. You answer. A professional agent thanks you for stopping the fraud. They tell you they need to verify your identity to cancel the compromised card and issue a new one. They ask for your debit card number. They ask for your 4-digit security code. You trust them because the caller ID matches perfectly. You read them the numbers. The call disconnects. You check your bank account. It is completely drained. The scammers spoof the text message. They spoof the phone number. They were not calling from the bank. They were sitting in a foreign boiler room. They sent the fake text to trigger your fear. They called immediately to exploit your relief. A real bank will never call you and ask for your full debit card number or your secret code. If you get a fraud text, do not reply. Hang up the phone. Call the number on the back of your card yourself. The text message trap uses fear, but the fake refund at number 18 turns your empathy into a weapon. Number 18. The peer-to-peer accidental refund. You use peer-to-peer payment applications to split dinner bills and pay your friends. These apps are linked directly to your debit card. You receive a notification that a stranger just sent you $1,000. 5 minutes later, you receive a frantic message from the stranger. They claim they made a catastrophic typing error. They meant to send the money to their landlord to avoid eviction. They beg you to send the money back. You are a good person. You want to help. You hit the refund button. You send the $1,000 back to their profile. You feel great about doing the right thing. 3 days later, your bank account goes into a massive negative balance. The original transfer of $1,000 bounced. The scammer used a stolen credit card to send you the initial funds. When the real owner of the credit card reported the fraud, the application reversed the transaction. The money disappeared from your account, but the money you sent back to the scammer was your real cash, pulled directly from your debit card. You authorized that secondary transaction. The bank refuses to refund you. You just paid a thief $1,000 for the privilege of being a good Samaritan. Never refund random deposits. Tell the stranger to contact customer service to reverse the error. Do not touch the money. The refund trap is brutal. But the wireless network hijack at number 17 intercepts your data out of thin air. Number 17. The coffee shop keylogger. You sit down at a popular local coffee shop. You pull out your laptop to do some remote work. You connect to the free public wireless network named after the cafe. You open your web browser. You log into your online banking portal to check your checking account balance. You type your username. You type your password. You have absolutely no idea that you are not connected to the coffee shop router. A hacker is sitting 3 tables away. They have a massive battery pack in their backpack powering a rogue wireless router. They named their rogue router the exact same name as the coffee shop. When you connected to the network, your device automatically chose the strongest signal. The hacker's backpack was closer than the store router. You are now the victim of a man-in-the-middle attack. The hacker acts as an invisible bridge between your device and the real internet. Every single piece of data you send passes through their machine first. When you type your banking password, they saw it in plain text on their screen. They do not need to steal your physical debit card. They steal the keys to your entire digital life. They wait until you leave the coffee shop. Then they log into your bank and wire your life savings to an offshore account. Public Wi-Fi is inherently dangerous. You must ask the barista for the specific network name. You must use a virtual private network at all times. If you are tired of criminals hiding in plain sight, hit the subscribe button right now. We must spread this warning. The Wi-Fi hijack watches you type. But the locker room swap at number 16 proves that old-school physical theft is still alive and well. Number 16. The gym locker room. Swap. You lock your wallet and your phone inside a metal locker at the local fitness center. You carry the key. You sweat on the treadmill for an hour. You shower. You open your locker. Your wallet is exactly where you left it. Everything looks normal. You go home. 3 days later, your debit card declines at the grocery store. You open your wallet to check the card. You pull it out. The card looks like yours. It is the same color. It is from the same bank. But the name printed on the plastic belongs to a total stranger. Gym lockers are incredibly vulnerable. Scammers buy master keys on the internet. They open your locker while you are on the running machine. They do not steal your cash. They do not steal the wallet. They pull out your debit card and replace it with a canceled, expired card from the exact same financial institution. They lock the door and walk away. Because the colors match, you do not notice the swap when you glance inside your wallet. The scammers have a 3-day head start. They run to high-end retail stores and buy massive amounts of gift cards before you even realize your real card is missing. You must inspect your cards the second you open your gym locker. Read the name. Read the expiration date. The physical swap buys them time. But the fake machine sticker at number 15 uses corporate branding to trick you. Number 15. The contactless ATM QR sticker. You walk up to an automated teller machine outside a convenience store. The physical card slot is covered with a highly professional, laminated sticker. The sticker features the exact logo of the ATM network. The sticker says the card reader is broken. It instructs you to scan the QR code with your phone to use the new contactless cash withdrawal feature. You want your money, you scan the code. It takes you to a flawless mobile website that looks just like your bank. It asks you to enter your debit card number and your security code to authenticate the contactless transaction. You type the numbers in. The website loads for 10 seconds and then displays an error message claiming the network is down. You walk away frustrated. You did not use a contactless feature. You just handed your entire financial identity to a cyber syndicate. They printed those stickers at home. They jammed the real card reader with super glue to force you to use their fake digital portal. They capture your raw debit card data and sell it instantly on the dark web. A machine will never force you to scan a random QR code to bypass a broken card slot. If a machine is broken, you must drive to another machine. The sticker trap is devastating, but the fast food exploit at number 14 relies on dropping your card on the floor. Number 14. The drive-through drop protocol. You pull up to a busy fast food drive-through window. You hand your debit card to the cashier to pay for your meal. The cashier takes the card. They turn toward the register. Suddenly, they drop the card on the floor. They apologize. They bend down out of your sight line to pick it up. They pop back up 5 seconds later, swipe the card, and hand it back to you with your receipt. You drive away eating your fries. That drop was completely intentional. The cashier is running a side hustle for a local fraud ring. When they bent down to pick up your card, they did not just grab the plastic. They used a hidden smartphone strapped to their ankle or sitting on the floor shelf. They snapped a high-definition photograph of the front and back of your debit card. They captured your 16-digit number, your expiration date, and the 3-digit verification code on the back. They use this data to make massive online purchases later that night. They buy digital gaming currency and untraceable retail gift cards. You never suspect the drive-thru worker because they handed the physical card right back to you. You must never let your card out of your sight. If an employee drops your card out of view, you must immediately freeze it on your mobile application. The drive-thru relies on sleight of hand, but the hardware hack at number 13 modifies the actual gas pump. Number 13. The Bluetooth fuel skimmer gas stations are a massive vulnerability. You pull up to a pump on the far edge of the lot. You slide your debit card into the reader, you type your code, you pump your gas and leave. You just became a victim. Criminals target rural and poorly lit gas stations. They use a universal master key to open the pump cabinet in broad daylight. They plug a tiny...
A consumer alert tonight for drivers about skimming at the pump. Hackers are stepping up their game, stealing bank information with a new device. As CBS 2's Jeff Paul reports, it's already happened at several gas stations in Dallas.
The device is completely internal. You cannot see it. You cannot jiggle it. It intercepts the data from the magnetic stripe and the keypad simultaneously. The skimmer broadcasts your swiped data and your code over a wireless signal. The criminal sits in a tinted van across the street. They collect thousands of numbers every single day. The data flies through the air directly to their laptop. They target debit cards because they capture the personal identification number. They take that PIN and the card data, clone a blank piece of plastic, and drain your account at an ATM at midnight. You must never use a debit card at a gas pump. You must use a credit card. Better yet, you must walk inside the store and pay the cashier. The fuel skimmer is invisible, but the subscription trap at number 12 uses fake emails to steal your card data. Number 12. The streaming service failed payment. You check your email inbox. You see a frantic message from your favorite television streaming service. The email features the exact red logo of the corporate giant. The subject line says your payment failed and your account is suspended immediately. You are in the middle of a massive television series. You do not want to lose your profile. The email provides a convenient link to update your payment method. You click it. The website looks perfect. You enter your debit card number to restore the service. The website is a complete fake. The scammers bought a domain name that looks identical to the real streaming service, but they swapped a lowercase l for a capital I. You did not notice the difference. They capture your debit card information. They sell it in bulk on the dark web. Millions of people fall for this because the streaming service is a daily habit. They rely on your panic and your desire for uninterrupted entertainment. If you receive an email claiming your payment failed, do not click the link. Open your web browser manually. Type the official website address. Check your billing dashboard. The streaming scam exploits your habits. But the deepfake attack at number 11 uses the literal voice of your bank. Number 11. The AI voice cloning bank agent. You answer your phone. The caller ID says it is your local bank branch. You hear the voice of the specific branch manager you have spoken to for years. They use your name. They sound exactly like themselves. They tell you there is a massive security breach on your checking account. They say they need your debit card number and your security code to migrate your funds to a safe ledger. You trust the voice. You give them the numbers. You lose everything. The branch manager did not call you. Scammers used artificial intelligence to clone their voice. They scraped a 3-second audio clip from the manager's LinkedIn profile or a local news interview.
I'm going to show you how you can clone anyone's voice using AI.
First step is to have a 1-minute long video of the person talking. It has to have clear audio. Next, go to 11 Labs and choose instant voice cloning. Then add the audio. The last thing you have to do is just type in.
The AI software maps the vocal cadence and pitch perfectly. The scammer types a script into their computer, and the AI generates the audio in real time over the phone. They spoofed the caller ID. They manipulated your trust in human communication. Voice cloning is the most terrifying evolution of modern fraud. You cannot trust your ears anymore. If your banker calls and asks for your debit card numbers, you must hang up. Call the bank directly. If you are realizing how vulnerable your digital life actually is, hit the like button right now. We must spread this warning. The voice clone is terrifying, but the delivery driver scheme at number 10 uses a fake hardware machine on your porch. Number 10. The fake delivery offline reader. You order dinner from a food delivery application. The driver arrives at your door holding a greasy paper bag. They hand you the food. Then they pull out a small, blocky card reader. They claim the mobile application system crashed. They say the payment did not process online. They tell you that you must swipe your debit card on their mobile reader to pay for the food, or they have to take it back. You are hungry. You already waited an hour. You swipe the card. The transaction goes through. You eat your food. The application did not crash. You already paid online. The driver is running a rogue skimming operation. The mobile reader they handed you was completely disconnected from the delivery company. It was a personal skimming device hooked up to their own merchant account or a data harvester. They double-charged you, and they captured your raw card details. Delivery companies never require drivers to collect secondary offline payments with physical card readers. If a driver claims the system crashed, tell them to keep the food, shut the door. The fake reader exploits your hunger. But the hotel trick at number 9 traps you when you are far away from home. Number 9. The hotel late-night deposit. You are on vacation. You check into a nice hotel. You go to sleep. At 2 in the morning, the hotel room phone rings. You wake up groggy and answer it. The person on the line claims to be the front desk clerk. They apologize for waking you up. They claim their computer system crashed, and they lost the credit card authorization for your incidental deposit. They say they need you to read your debit card number over the phone right now, or they have to lock your room keys and force you to come down to the lobby. You do not want to put on clothes and walk down to the lobby at 2 in the morning. You read them the numbers off your card. You go back to sleep. The person on the phone was not the front desk clerk. It was a scammer sitting in a parking lot across the street. They dialed your room directly using the hotel extension system. They leverage your exhaustion. They know you will comply just to get back to sleep. A real hotel clerk will never call your room in the middle of the night to demand your debit card number. The late-night call is ruthless, but the hardware invasion at number 8 defeats the chip on your card completely. Number 8. The deep insert shimmer. The banking industry told you the metal chip on your debit card was unhackable. They forced every store in America to upgrade their machines. The criminals adapted immediately. They invented the deep insert shimmer. A shimmer is a microscopic, paper-thin, flexible circuit board. It is smaller than a postage stamp. The criminal uses a special tool to slide this circuit board deep inside the physical chip slot of an automated teller machine or a retail checkout terminal. You cannot see it from the outside. You push your card into the slot. The machine reads the chip perfectly. The transaction processes. But the hidden shimmer sits exactly between your card chip and the machine contacts. It intercepts the encrypted data exchange. It records the digital handshake. The scammers retrieve the shimmer weeks later. They use the intercepted data to clone the magnetic stripe equivalent of your card. They bypass the chip completely and drain your account at an older machine that does not require chip insertion. The shimmer is invisible. You cannot protect yourself by looking at the machine. You must rely on the bank's internal fraud detection. The hardware shimmer is brilliant, but the physical proximity attack at number 7 steals your money while your card is still inside your pocket. Number 7. The contactless subway relay attack. You are riding a crowded subway train during rush hour. People are packed shoulder to shoulder. You are listening to a podcast. Your debit card is sitting inside your back pocket. It features the little radio wave icon. It is a contactless tap-to-pay card. A criminal stands directly behind you. They are holding a concealed high-powered point-of-sale terminal inside their messenger bag or their jacket pocket. They type a charge of $49 into their terminal. In most countries, transactions under $50 do not require a physical signature or a code. They press their bag directly against your back pocket for 1 second. The terminal emits a radio frequency field. Your debit card wakes up. It transmits the payment token through your jeans. The terminal beeps. The transaction clears. The criminal walks off the train at the next stop. They just digitally pickpocketed you without touching a single zipper. They repeat this process 50 times an hour in crowded tourist areas. The money goes directly into a shell corporate merchant account. You do not realize the money is gone until you check your bank statement days later. You must buy a radio frequency blocking wallet. You must shield your contactless cards. The relay attack is silent. But the silicone trap at number 6 captures the most critical piece of data you own. Number 6. The silicone keypad overlay cameras require batteries. Scammers hate replacing hardware. They invented a silent passive method to steal your personal identification number. They use a keypad overlay. They mold a perfect silicone replica of the checkout terminal keypad. They paint the numbers to match the original buttons perfectly. The silicone pad is incredibly thin. They drop this fake pad directly over the real keys. When you press a button, you are actually pressing their electronic membrane. The membrane records the number sequence and stores it on a microscopic memory chip. It passes the physical pressure down to the real button below. The machine registers the transaction. You suspect nothing. The keys feel slightly spongy, but you assume the machine is just heavily used. The scammer returns at midnight. They peel the silicone pad off the terminal. They download a text file containing hundreds of personal identification numbers. The silicone overlay defeats your hand shield completely. It does not matter how well you cover the keys with your wallet. The pad feels your physical touch. You must test the keypad before you use it. Grab the edge of the plastic and pull. If it moves, it is a fake. The overlay records your fingers, but the software manipulation at number 5 takes over your entire device. Number 5. The fake tech support screen share. You receive a phone call from the official number of your bank. The representative tells you someone in a foreign country tried to buy a laptop using your debit card. They say they need your help to secure your account. They instruct you to download a remote desktop application like AnyDesk or TeamViewer on your phone. They claim this software allows their security team to scan your device for malware. You trust them. You download the application. You read them the 9-digit access code on your screen. You just gave a criminal total control over your machine. The screen goes black. The scammer locks you out of your own phone. Behind the black screen, they open your internet browser. They access your saved passwords. They log into your online banking portal. They initiate massive wire transfers. They drain your checking account. When they finish, they delete their tracks and disconnect. You restart your phone and discover the devastation. Your bank will never ask you to install remote access software on your personal device. Hang up the phone immediately. The screen share trap destroys your digital life. But the psychological retail trick at number 4 uses the people standing right next to you. Number 4. The self-checkout shoulder surfing ring. You are scanning your own groceries at a massive supermarket. You use the self-checkout kiosk. You insert your debit card. You type your code. You do not notice the 2 people standing at the kiosk directly behind you. They are not buying groceries. They are operating a shoulder surfing ring. One person holds a smartphone pretending to text. They are actually recording a high-definition zoomed video of your hands as you type the code. The second person watches you closely. When you finish paying and walk toward the exit, the second person accidentally bumps into you. They spill a coffee or drop their keys. They create a massive distraction. During the commotion, their hands move like lightning. They slip your debit card right out of your pocket or your purse. They apologize profusely. You walk to your car. They walk to the ATM with your physical card and the video of your code. They drain your daily limit before you even start your engine. Criminals target self-checkout lanes because the corporate staff is completely absent. You are isolated and vulnerable. You must treat your code like nuclear launch keys. The shoulder surfing ring uses physical distraction, but the booking scam at number 3 uses your travel plans against you. Number 3. The canceled booking refund trap. You book a vacation rental online for a weekend getaway. You pay a $500 deposit using your debit card. A week before the trip, you receive a direct message from the property host. They claim the property suffered severe water damage. They must cancel the reservation. They apologize and promise a full refund. They tell you that the booking application takes 14 days to process a refund. They offer to send you the money immediately via a direct wire transfer to your debit card so you can book another place. They send you a link to a secure refund portal. You click it. The portal asks for your full debit card number to process the incoming deposit. You type the numbers, you hit submit. The host deletes their profile. The listing vanishes. The property never existed. The scammers hijacked legitimate photos from a real estate website. They created a fake listing to harvest debit card numbers under the guise of an emergency refund. You must never process refunds outside the official application gateway. The booking platform guarantees your money, but only if you stay inside their system. Leave a comment below right now and tell us if you have ever been targeted by a fake rental listing. We read every single comment. The rental trap steals your card. But the charity kiosk at number 2 exploits your desire to change the world. Number 2. The charity kiosk donation skimmer. You walk out of a major department store during the holiday season. There is a small kiosk set up near the exit. The signs advertise a well-known global charity. There are photos of starving children or rescued animals. A friendly person holding a clipboard asks for a small donation. They say they do not accept cash. They only accept debit or credit cards through their mobile tablet to ensure transparency. You feel generous. You hand them your debit card. They swipe it through a bulky reader attached to the back of the tablet. You type your code into the screen. You donate $20. The charity is a complete fabrication. The person with the clipboard is a professional con artist. The bulky reader is a massive skimming device. They set up these fake kiosks in high traffic areas for exactly 4 hours. They collect hundreds of card numbers and secret codes. Then they pack up the table and vanish before mall security questions their permits. They weaponized your morality. They know you will not question a charity worker. If you want to donate, you must go directly to the verified corporate website on your own device. Never swipe your card at a random pop-up table. The charity trap steals your money through guilt. But the absolute #1 debit card scam is not a trick pulled by a street criminal. It is the corporate policy that destroys your life after the crime occurs. Number 1. The zero liability bank denial. The banks spend billions of dollars advertising their absolute protection. They promise you will never pay for fraudulent charges. The promise is a massive corporate illusion designed to keep you swiping. The fine print of the banking contract contains a lethal clause. The zero liability protection heavily favors credit cards. It does not fully protect debit cards. When a criminal clones your debit card and uses your actual code to withdraw cash, the bank shifts the blame entirely to you. The bank investigates the fraud. Their computers show the physical card was present. Their computers show the exact personal identification number was typed. The bank sends you a formal letter. The letter states they deny your fraud claim. They claim you must have given your card and your code to a friend or a family member. They accuse you of committing friendly fraud. They refuse to replace the $10,000 stolen from your checking account. You scream at the branch manager. You explain the hardware skimmers. You explain the hidden cameras. The bank does not care. The burden of proof falls entirely on you. You must hire a lawyer. You must fight a massive financial institution just to get your own money back. The process takes years. Most people give up. The bank uses the presence of the correct code as an absolute defense against liability. They leave you holding the bag. They destroy your financial stability to protect their quarterly profit margins. You must stop using debit cards for daily purchases. A debit card is a direct pipeline to your actual cash. When the money is gone, it is gone. You cannot pay your rent. You cannot buy food. Your life grinds to a halt. A credit card uses the bank's money. If a credit card is compromised, you simply refuse to pay the bill while they investigate. You lose nothing. You suffer no cash flow interruption. Click the video on your screen right now to see the next big secret. We will see you there. Thanks for watching.